The day started out with a coffee at a local cafe that was not too far from camp, before we headed out along the Bella Coola River for a short morning hike. The forest here reminded us of the redwoods, just on a much smaller scale. We walked along the path, doing our best to stay ahead of the mosquitoes and keeping an eye out for a furry visitor. Any bears yet?
No, thank goodness.
All right.
Maybe they're sleeping.
They're watching you right now.
Or watching. The cougar's probably watching you.
After our hike, we headed deep into the Coast Mountain wilderness, driving down rough single-lane gravel roads, excited to see what was around the next corner. We stopped to air down to save some wear and tear on our van and our butts as the road kept getting rougher and rougher by the mile, or should I say, kilometer. Our goal for the day was to hike and camp near the incredible Odegaard Falls, which is 26 kilometers down this tiny, bumpy road. This is where we are at home, pushing ourselves and our old VW van to explore out-of-the-way places, seeing things that many people do not take the time to see. We followed the Nusatsum River as it wound its way through the valley, past dense forest, snow-capped mountains, and bears. Yes, we saw more bears, and of course did not have the camera ready again. Sorry. What do you have to say to all those ladies out there who maybe are not comfortable driving their van off-road?
Coming from personal experience, I was freaked out when I first started doing it. I did a lot of sweating. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. And if I don't feel comfortable, I just don't do it.
All right.
But most of the time, I'm good.
You're doing a great job now.
Thank you. Woo! Woo! That's a big drop right there. Guess who's not getting mosquito bites?
Probably you still.
This lady.
Probably you. Crazy, huh?
This is a lot of water.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it normally looks like this. It's insane.
We found this awesome campsite just down from the falls trailhead. Great view of the falls right here. The mosquitoes are horrible though, as you can see by my net, and they're probably biting my hands right now, but so worth it. This site is amazing, and again, free. But it did take 24 kilometers of really horrible road to get here. So we're gonna save the going back down that road for tomorrow. But I'm gonna jump in the van, grab a cider, and relax for a little bit and enjoy the view of this falls. Like many waterfalls, Odegaard Falls needs to be seen and felt to get the full experience. It's not an easy one to get to, but that makes it even more special to those that venture all the way out here to see it. this, babe? The hill, Heckman Pass. Oh my.
Freedom Road.
Go, West, go! Heckman Pass, better known as the Hill, climbs from the Bella Coola Valley at sea level up to 5,000 feet at the top of the pass in just 13 miles, with grades of up to 18% in places. It has a fearsome reputation and is known as one of the most dangerous roads in British Columbia. Tourists sometimes drive down the hill and refuse to drive back up and need to be flown back over the mountain. How you doing, babe?
No comment.
Another one of Nathan's roads for you.
So excited. I can't contain my excitement.
Freedom Road was built by the Bella Coola locals in 1953 with 2 bulldozers, each starting on opposite ends of the pass. It was taken up after the government refused to put a road over the mountain, but then later relented and put up money to complete it. It got its nickname, Freedom Road, for the newfound freedom it offered the residents.
How fast we going?
17 miles per hour in first gear.
Woohoo! First gear. This pass is no joke.
Yeah.
This is a little easier for me because there's trees.
See why it's called the Hill, right?
Beep beep. Excuse me, sir. Beep beep. Beepity beep beep. If you just turn one way or the other, we'd go around you. There you go. Good job, bud.
There's 3 babies trying to feed up that mountain right there.
Good job, Mama. Good job.
Well, we're at camp at a Walmart.
Which is not a bad thing.
It's not bad at all. We've got service. We talked to the kids a bit. We do have a potential CV joint issue, so I'm kind of glad we're parked here. I can look at the van in the morning. Had some knocking.
A lot of knocking.
We also broke a sway bar link somehow on this trip, so we've got some repairs to do while we're here in the parking lot, and we'll take care of that stuff in the morning. So at this point, I don't think it's a CV joint issue. Things look to be okay down there. I can't replicate the clunk at all. It happens when we go into reverse and give a little gas like up a hill, and then sometimes going forward again, it clunks again. So it's a torque issue, the transmission or engine moving. The motor mounts all look good. The CV joints appear to be fine. Still could be the case, but I don't think so. Of course, we couldn't replicate it this morning in the parking lot, so I'm gonna move on to the broken sway bar end link and see if we can get that taken care of this morning. So you can see there's our sway bar, and there's the end of it, no longer attached. So I'm going to unbolt that part of the bushing there, drop the sway bar down as best I can, and then pull that sway bar end link there and try and zip tie it or something up to the bar itself. So there's our fix. We unbolted it right there, took the bushing out, freed the sway bar up to rotate the link up out of the way, and we zip tied it in place. It's not going to want to go anywhere. This way it's not rubbing and clunking on things. So when we get home, New sway bar and links. We made a quick stop at the local pool for some much needed showers, and then back on the road looking for new adventures. The 108-mile house caught our eye, as we're always suckers for old buildings and wanted to learn more about this historic place. We wandered around the property for a bit and were actually able to go inside many of the structures to get a closer look. Oh, there's fish right here.
Fish?
Yeah, there's fish right here.
Is it dead?
Oh, they're alive fish.
Oh.
Woo!
Is it cold?
Yeah. Remember last time we were here?
Yeah, I remember the water being warmer.
Yeah, it also didn't look like this.
No.
Or like all of this flooded. Crazy.
Interesting.
Hey, Miss Baldwin, get in.
It's very cold.
Get in. I'm in, look. Super warm. Yeah.
No.
Once your legs go numb, it's really warm.
Don't. I'm serious.
Think your beach day.
It's a little swampy,
A little surprising, huh?
but it's nice because it's hot out and
Yeah.
you get a free little shower. In the kids area, of course, because it's clean water. But yeah, it's a little swampy out.
We continued our journey east, looking for a place to camp outside of Revelstoke, and boy, did we find a good one. So the site we found seems pretty okay for the night. Better than last night's campsite at the a rest stop on the side of the road. But we were making miles yesterday, and today we got all this. What do you think? A-okay?
My favorite so far.
It's a pretty good one. Camping along the mighty Columbia River was odd, as it also flows through our hometown of Portland, and we're still over 600 miles from home. The evening was beautiful, and we headed out for a short hike to the falls. Hey, good morning.
Morning.
We're down here in Revelstoke, kind of exploring the town a little bit. The last time we were here in 2019, we didn't come
walk
down
right
here at
home.
all. We just kind of went through Revelstoke. So we left camp this morning, had a great night's sleep,
It was
amazing
awesome.
campsite.
Yeah,
And
bug
we're-
free for the most part.
Yeah, we got to
except
sit
for when we
outside and have a
left.
fire for the first time the whole trip, but
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
nice.
check the town out, maybe grab some lunch before we hit the road south. Revelstoke is a small town along the Columbia River, mostly known for epic winter sports activities, as well as a mecca for mountain bike enthusiasts. We spent most of our time walking around the town, window shopping, relaxing in the shade, and people watching until we felt it was time to hit the road. Heading south, we followed Upper Arrow Lake and soon came to our third ferry crossing of the trip, though this one was a lot smaller than the previous two. And this one was free. After a short 20-minute ride, we reached the other side of the lake and continued south through majestic mountain passes. Driving through small towns with names like New Denver, Silverton, and Lemon Creek, we could have mistaken this for a Colorado Pass and not British Columbia. Tonight's dinner is, we got in here, we got some bone broth and our chicken we brought from home with carrots. We have some pastaroni.
Yeah, with onions, some shiitake mushrooms, and some coleslaw veggies. Pretty much using what we have because we're going to be home in another day or so.
We're crossing into Washington tomorrow.
Which I'm sad about.
Coming to an end, but
Yeah,
it's been fun.
but I want to stay here.
Yeah.
Explore some more, but...
Hot?
It was really good.
We stayed in this small park close to the border, taking walks, running from mosquitoes, and soaking in our last night in Canada. The next morning, we made the short drive to the US border, and before we knew it, we were back in the States. We drove steep mountain passes through more amazing scenery, and we soon met up with some good friends and head into the woods for one last camp before returning home. It was an amazing way to end our trip, in great company, sharing stories, and enjoying the night. We woke up the next morning knowing that this was the last day on the road, the final push home and back to reality. Driving south towards Oregon, mostly in silence, we both took the time to reflect on the trip. Our minds raced with our favorite places we visited, the epic scenery we saw around every corner, the time spent together doing what we love most, and the towns and people that we will never forget. This trip took us to some very remote areas, and at times we had to dig deep and push ourselves to explore more, be open to new experiences, and really enjoy just being in the moment. I'd say it was a resounding success.